Goal price for XRP of $149.29 will be reached in 1 to 2 weeks starting in the next 24 to 48 hours. A similar price point has been revealed by analysts. XRP will be priced as high as $100,000.00. However, we're more likely to see it hit over $50.00 in XRP within the next week. This comes after David Schwartz, CEO and CBTO of Ripple, confirmed that more than 100 banks are now using Ripple and XRP for cross-party payments. On Fox News or Fox Business, the CEO of Bank of America officially announced that the bank now does all of its internal transactions using XRP. Because of the 3 big pieces of news and information we got, which made it easier for more people to use XRP, the price has gone up to $149.29 and could start going up in the next 24 to 48 hours. But what you're about to see is why XRP's price has gone up to over $2,742.24. A real estate company called RealFi has officially announced that the XRP system will be used to tokenize a $654,390,000,000 global real estate market. They told everyone about this just a few hours ago. RealFi says they are unlocking the future of real estate payments on the XRP ledger and that they want to bring the world's real estate market, which is worth about $654,390,000,000, into the blockchain ecosystem. This will put RealFi at the forefront of tokenized real estate on the XRP ledger. Finally, they talked about their Real token. It will be built and released on the XRP ledger because of its speed, scalability, and low-cost infrastructure. This is to provide a fast, international payment system for the global rental and real estate market. They also said that the Real ticket hasn't been released yet. I strongly suggest that you guys follow the RealFi team on X/Twitter, as this is very good news. And of course, when you talk about putting almost the whole world's real estate market on the XRP ledger through an XRP-built token like the Real token, it will start. Earless players who can make the most of this will be very happy. Right now, the drop them will come next. Additionally, I would like to talk about the $2,742.00 per 24 cents per XRP. When we look at how much XRP is worth now, it's $30 USD, but the value could go up to thousands of dollars per XRP. Because of this, we teamed up with Uphold to give everyone watching this movie free money, up to $100.00 in free money that you can use to buy even more XRP. There is only a short time left, and to get it, you need to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave a message in the XRP section, and then share this video. You also need to sign up for Apple using the link in the description. They take less than 5 minutes and are very simple. That's why I really think you should do it. Let's get back to the point of this movie though, and then confirm 50,000 XRP in the next 5 or 7 days. Let's play the movie. In this case, the extra highlights are a lot more than $50.00 highlights. XRP to more than $100,000.00. XRP has to go through the roof when there aren't many small tokens available for on-demand liquidity and a lot of deals that need to use those tokens. Post your thoughts below and don't forget to follow this account for more. XRP to $100.00. Okay, right here. Yes, you're right. More and more institutions are starting to use XRP ledger systems. Part of the reason for this might be that the XRP ledger was originally designed for business and finance projects. Cross-border payments are what the XRP ledger was made for in the first place. One of the things we were thinking about back in those very early days was how businesses could use Bitcoin. At that time, Bitcoin was the only digital currency. How would businesses use Bitcoin is something we think about. Bridges, connections, and these other tools would have to be in place. Real-world asset tokenization is something I'm really excited about right now because it's a real problem, and big banks like JP Morgan and Bank of America are actively working to tokenize traditional assets. That's a place to keep an eye on, and I think that's what will happen with the XRP ledger. Now that you have seen the earlier clips, let me use them to draw your attention to something very important I'm about to show you. This is the President of the United States of America. He wants you to buy stocks and cryptocurrency right now. Everything will go off like a rocket in this country. This is what we're getting at. This is what we're looking at right now. Real big utility crypto. This is where a lot of their money will be made. XRP is the way to get there. It is either the only American cryptocurrency or one of the only American cryptocurrencies that will be in the crypto reserve. That's going to be a $68 billion 0 cents buyback of real American cryptos, with XRP being the leader. The money will go into the government crypto reserve. It will be kept safe for the United States of America. We also take a look at XRP. XRP is the only cryptocurrency whose payment code can be used in real life. The real token is, of course, a huge one, but we're not going to talk about it in this movie since it hasn't come out yet. That's why I always tell everyone to follow me. Check out the Real FI team on X and follow them. They are working on a new top DeFi project that will be based on real life and will also be built on the XRP ledger. It's going to work with XRP, but when the President of the United States of America says this in public, you know that there will be a huge wealth transfer and that the people who can capitalize and get in early will be the ones who make all the money. The money will go into their pockets instead of out of their pockets. People who don't act will lose their money. And this is what we can see happening right now. I'm going to show you this clip because I think it's important to see that the president of the world's largest economy, the United States, said in public that you should go buy crypto stocks. To top it all off, the crypto market had a huge recovery after he said this. Bitcoin was down to around $80,000 0 cents, but it went back up to $100,000 0 cents after he said it. So clearly something is happening behind the scenes. On top of that, we saw the pause in tariffs after he said this, which caused the market to go up. It's clear that something is going on in the background. They aren't really saying it in public, but this is your cue to join and start making money in the stock and crypto markets. Now is the time to buy stock. This country is going to be like a rocket ship that goes straight up. There will be numbers here that no one has ever seen before. That is a very important part of everything. That is, if we get it and if you don't. The Democrats are only fighting because they want to. These people have Trump derangement syndrome. They wouldn't fight if it were someone else. Even if there was a stiff person sitting behind you, they'd be fine. That is, until they get Trump derangement syndrome. You should know that Schumer has changed his mind and is now a Palestinian. I'm not sure if they will give him the ritual, whatever it is. The Democrats have been hurt very badly. It has nothing to do with today, but it is a very, very important part of everything we're doing, because if that passes, we'll do even more business with the UK. We'll have a lot. That's it. Anyway, let's get back to the video's main point. This is what the movie is really about. We can see the three most important price estimates for XRP coming true right now. The first is $149.29 while the expected Ripple IPO is going on. The second is the Ripple X Federal Reserve Partnership, which costs $2,742.24. And the third is the full global payment system, which costs $6,731.21.